Alright, this video is for Derek, just to explain a few features of the creme brulee. So I'm plugged into the left input. I think that's the high input. I really have no idea. So here's what it does. This is our boost switch. I've got volume, a 6-way treble switch like the DC30. Up here is the bassiest, down here is the thinnest. And the cut knob, like on Voxes and top hats and stuff, as you roll it up, it rolls off. It cuts out some of the highs. So if you're in a place that's you're really getting a lot of ear-piercing highs, you just roll this up and it cuts down the highs. It's kind of like your tone knob on your guitar. I always leave it up because I can never get enough highs, and this amp through this cab's a little bit bassy anyway. This is a 410 Marshall with 35 watt Celestians in it. The master volume is right here. When you pull it out, it's engaged, so you can turn it way down, and I can talk over the volume of that. But when I push it in, it bypasses it and takes it out of the circuit, and it's harder to talk over that. That's a little bit louder. It's on 7.5 watts right now. I've got a half power switch in the back, so I'm just going to take you through some of these buttons. I'm going to stay in here, plugged in here most of the time. So this is my gain, my volume they call it. So I'm bypassing my master, and here we go, starting at low gain sound. That's not very loud because it's on the 7.5 watt. On the neck pickup, here's a bridge humbucker. That's with the boost switch down, so the boost is not engaged. And I'm going to do the whole same thing over again with the boost engaged. My tone's all the way up, so it sounds a little thinner now. Here it is without the boost. So I get more volume too. Level volumes. I usually bypass it unless I'm practicing late at night, just because I get more power tube breakup and I like that sound better. Up the cut to take out the highs. You'll hear the difference there. Like I said, I usually leave it all the way up. This is a neck pickup on a telly, so that's pretty gainy. Here's a bridge pickup that's a humbucker. And our volume's still not all the way up, so here we're going to crank it. 15 watts now. Out, and so it's engaged. Still pretty loud with 15 watts. So now we're back on 7 watts. There's an effects loop in the back with a switch to turn that on and off. And here's the difference in the output setting. We were getting the noise because of my single coil. I'm sorry, the impedance setting. So I'm going to switch. Right now it's at 8 ohms with an 8 ohm cab. So I'm going to switch back and forth, you'll hear, between 8 ohms and 4 ohms. And when you run it half as much as the cab is, it's not wonderful for the output transformers, making it work quite a bit harder, but I keep touching it to make sure it's not getting too hot, and it's okay. Anyway, that gets a voxier sound. I know I'm going to get criticized for this on YouTube for having done that, but that's my disclaimer. So here it is on the right setting. That's a tone I like. Here we go we'll make it sound more voxy. A little bit warmer, a little bit less attack. I've been told you can do this on a real matchless as well. This is back to the right, to the correct ohms. And we'll just play at the bright switch now. I really like the setting I'm at right now. And all the way up is the brightest, which is what I'm on. So I'm going to switch it down now. There's nothing in the way. There's no cap in it at all, so it's like it doesn't exist. It's quite a bit darker. It lacks a little sparkle for me. I could probably dial that back in by turning up the treble here. Still a little bit different sound. And then this one is the least, so all the way up is, the first one I did was as bright as it gets, the other one is as dark as it gets, and this one's about in the middle. So that's middle, here's all the way bright. I usually switch off between those two depending on the room I'm in and how well I'm cutting through. And then I'm going to plug into the other input so you can hear that. I hardly ever play on here just because I like it so much in here, but I haven't experimented with this much. My pilot light is out for some reason. I gotta fix that. Wow, so this side, it seems more like the high input, so it's got a lot more guts in it. Once again, same settings, just on the other input. Alright, maybe I'll be playing on this input a little bit more. That's exciting to know that I just haven't experimented enough. It's a lot punchier, a lot more attack. Almost feels like more gain too, so I'm going to crank the gain and see how gainy this side will get. Because it's gutsier, so I'll go through the rest real quick.